मैंने कुछ टाइम पहले स्टार्ट की थी, बट डिड नॉट हैड अ चांस टू कम्प्लीटेड। सो आज ये साथ में इसमें डिटेल्स ऐड करते हैं। तो आप देख सकते हैं कि मैंने ये एक ब्यूटीफुल सा डियर बना रखा है एंड जिसका हम फर्स्ट पोर्शन जो है इस पर एक सैप ग्रीन कलर दे रहे हैं। बेस कोट जो था वो थोड़ा पैची था, तो आई एम गोइंग टू गिव अनदर कोट, तो वो एक नीट सा लुक आया ताकि बहुत ही कम पानी ऐड करना है एंड इसमें हम एक कोट ऐड कर रहे हैं। ये बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल सा आर्ट वर्क बनने वाला है। आप इसकी फाइनल पिक्चर मेरे इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट और यूट्यूब चैनल दोनों पे देख सकते हैं। छोटी छोटी डिटेल्स ऐड करनी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। सो लेट्स ऐड वन मोर शेड आउट हेयर। अगेन यहाँ पे भी हम 2 कोट ही देंगे पेंट के लिए ताकि वो पैची ना लगे। बहुत आराम से लाइंस के अंदर ही हमें पेंट करना है। बहुत ज़्यादा पानी भी ऐड नहीं करना, अदरवाइज़ वो पेंट पैची हो जाएगा और पेपर भी थोड़ा वेवी हो जाएगा। The sheet I'm using is a GSM 150 and the shades I'm using is a sap green color by Fevicryl. It's an acrylic color. I'm using a round brush. If you want, you can use a flat brush also. We have to be careful, especially on the corners. सब देख सकते हैं ब्यूटीफुल सा ग्रीन सैप ग्रीन कलर हमने यूज़ किया है इस डियर के लिए। नेक्स्ट कलर जो हम यूज़ करने वाले हैं इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ शेड ऑफ ऑरेंजिश रेड आई वांट प्रिसाइसली। सो नॉट ऑरेंज, नॉट रेड, a little bit of orange shade in my red color. So I'm going to take my orange color, then add a little bit of red onto that shade. Very important tip, don't ever mix your watercolor brushes with acrylic colors because otherwise you won't be able to use your brush properly. So it's always recommended to have a separate set of brushes for both the use. हमें बहुत डार्क कलर नहीं चाहिए रेड का, क्योंकि हम इसके ऊपर जो हाईलाइट्स करने वाले हैं दैट आई एम गोइंग टू यूज़ अ शेड ऑफ रेड। सो बहुत ही I still need to add a little bit of orange on this to get my shade. थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हाईलाइट हो गया towards the shade of red color. Again we need to do 2 coat. Careful, especially on the corners. This is a beautiful Gond art painting that we are doing today. You can see all the details we are going to add up to get the final look. I hope you like this artwork. DM me if you have any questions. You can add up your own shade combinations also on this. Just try to focus not to move out of the lines. Now let's move on to the next leg. Again, focusing majorly on the lines. I am keeping the base foot empty because I'm going to add black color to this one. Now let's add some color to the tail. Getting the right color combination set is the most difficult thing actually, because you want to add up the most bright colors to your artwork to make it look even more exciting. Next I'm going to use is the shade of blue today. But before we do that, let's finish the tail and color the face. बहुत आराम से मैं इसमें कलर्स ऐड कर रही हूँ, आप देख सकते हैं हर एक छोटी से छोटी डिटेल पे वर्किंग करते हुए. जो हमने इनके हॉर्न्स बनाए हैं, I'm going to keep them black and white only. I'm not going to add any shade onto this. ईयर्स में हम कलर करने वाले हैं ब्लू, ब्यूटीफुल शेड ऑफ ब्लू कलर. I'm going to add a little bit of white into my ultramarine blue color. So this is going to make it a very beautiful royal blue color. Once I add up the details, you will understand why I have given it a very bright orange color. Now let's quickly add up another coat onto the body of my deer. Before we add up the designs on this, we have to make sure the base coat is nicely dried up. Also, I'm doing the second layer since I don't want the base to be patchy at all. Here we are adding these beautiful colors to our Gond art painting. Now let's add the next color, which is going to be the blue color as I discussed. It's going to be a very beautiful shade of blue that I'm using. One important thing is always keep on clearing up your table, because that's a very important part of your work. Any mess you create is it's always going to be a clutter on your table. So next color we're going to use is the blue color. I have added a little white color to this ultramarine blue color, but before that I'm going to give the final coat of my sap green color onto the body of the deer. Let's quickly give it the next coat. You can see this raw, beautiful sap green color. And here we are. So we're almost done with our deer, but before we end up, let's quickly add the blue color to the ears and give the first final touch to our deer. Go very slow. So you can see me going very slow to outline, not to mess up with the colors. It's a very dark shade of blue. It's a absolutely stunning ultra blue, marine blue color that I'm using right now. And here we are. Isn't it looking like an absolutely stunning color? Before we end this, we're going to add a shade of yellow in the background. Over here, I've created a circle. I'm going to add a shade of light yellow into this, and yellow chrome basically. And then I'm going to add a darker shade of green to the background. So I hope you like this artwork. We're going to come together tomorrow, paint the rest of it, and get the final look. Thank you so much for watching.